Just a trial.
This video will demonstrate how homework is completed. Once you have finished the appropriate pages within the workbook, you will get to this page where it reads, or this section where it reads, return to the main course page of My Math Lab and click on the Do Homework link at the top left of the page. You are now ready to complete homework 1-2. Once you have completed your homework, you must upload to the appropriate folder on the X drive. Again, watch video for uploading homework. So, our workbook at the moment we no longer need because we have done the lesson. We have done the learning process. If we click this down arrow, this nested menu will pop back up to just the link of e-textbook. The link that we were instructed to go to was Do Homework. This, of course, you will be familiar with throughout the semester. As we click Do Homework, all of the assignments will be listed and available to you. We were instructed to go to section 1-2 homework. As we click that link, we are then given the questions. We're told the due date, the current score. Notice there will be a 10% penalty if it's late. We click on question 1, typically is the one we'd be at, and we begin our homework. What would we like to do? Homework should be completed like this. We want homework, section 1-2, and my name, random student. We would like you to write the question. Find 8x when x equals 3. You do not have to write everything for every question. You do not have to draw all of the information or tables. We're looking for the general idea of the question. For this question, I would substitute 3 in for 8, and I would get, I'm going to make a mistake this time, I'm going to say it's 20. I return to my math lab. In the slot, I enter the appropriate value, and again, my mistake is 20, and I'm told how then to fix my error. At this point, you have a couple options. You can return to your workbook. If these instructions aren't enough, you can click Done, and on the right-hand side of the page, there are available tools that will help you complete this question. The first option typically is Help Me Solve This. This is as if you have a tutor next to you and they're asking you to do the specific things. Replace x with 3 in the expression 8x. 8 times 3. Down at the bottom, click Continue. And then it asks you to do it. What is the actual result? Here I'm going to write 24. It tells you you've done it correctly. Hit OK. And now we can move forward. Some examples or questions, of course, have more steps to it. This, of course, is a very basic one. Here I'll hit Close. I will then make my correction. I do not want you to erase. What we would like is you to just put a line through it and then do it again. Here I'm just going to put 18. Again, it is incorrect. I click Check Answer down at the bottom or hit Enter. Again, it tells me I'm incorrect. It tells me what to do. Notice that I have a new question here as well. It's not the old question of 3x. I should have mentioned. This question was find 2x when x equaled 8. And as I mentioned, I put 18. Click Done. Here you now have another option for learning. We can go to View an Example, and again you could return to your workbook or the textbook, and again the instructions are very similar. But in Help Me Solve This, you are actually doing the question. With View an Example, everything is done for you. Be careful of this wonderful tool because you may believe that you know, but you have to do in order to demonstrate that you know. So I'll click close here. I'll hit check answer. And again, it's incorrect. Final check. You have 3 opportunities to check the question. It will give you, after the third, if it's still incorrect, the correct answer and then your answer. Notice at the top of the page where the questions are, it will put an X because this question was done incorrectly. But down at the bottom, it reads similar exercise. So after this point, you would go back to the workbook or use these tools or have the TA or professor help you so that you can then master the next question. Here you would, after those things are done, you would go to similar exercise. Notice now we have a new question of the same kind. I would like you to, again, simply put a line through this question. We want these so that we can learn from our mistakes when reviewing. So I would simply rewrite the question. Find 6x when x equals 7. Substitute in 7, and here I'm going to answer it correctly and enter 42. I'm going to check answer. Now, there are 2 things that I want you to recognize. One, that yes, you've done a great job and you've been told. But also notice up here where there was an incorrect indication of the x, it is now a check mark. What does this mean? This means that every homework you have the opportunity to have a 100% grade. Every question should be done correctly. Now at this point, you may think, okay, I'm going to go to the next question. And you're going to come up to the top and click number 2. We believe that because you got it wrong and because you've only done it correctly once, we believe you should go back or stay on question 1 and hit similar exercise a second time or even a third time, simply to make sure you understand the topic and you've mastered the concept. You will follow this pattern throughout the homework assignment, and then you will hit save to submit. Homework does not have to be completed all in one sitting. You can come back to it at any point. If your computer crashes, if you log out, if you close the window, do not be concerned because everything will be saved. Every time you hit enter, it goes to the Pearson website and is saved. So you'll notice if I go back to question 1, my result is there and my correct answer is there.